So we've got some good news coming out of the Novak Djokovic camp regarding his injury and a potential comeback a little bit earlier than we expect, and the injury not being as bad as maybe first thought. Let's go have a look over on Twitter at what was said about this injury and potentially him coming back earlier than we thought. Because what Ollie Tennis over on Twitter had to report via Sportal, which is a Serbian news website, Novak Djokovic has had scans on his hamstring and the muscle tear is not as bad as 2023. According to the scans, he can return to light training in the next few days, with Doha a real possibility. So unlike 2023, where he won the Australian Open despite having a really badly torn hamstring, this one doesn't seem as bad, which means he might be able to come back in Doha in a couple of weeks when we all thought we wouldn't see him for months and potentially until the clay court season or even Roland Garros. So great to see that the doctors have kind of given him all clear that he can play now. Of course, he's not going to be a certainty to play, but if he can train over the next few days, and I guess if the pain isn't that bad, we might see him in a couple of weeks in Doha, which would be absolutely awesome. So there you have it. Djokovic might be playing in a couple of weeks' time, which is great to see because we thought he'd be out till maybe midway through the clay court season, which is in April and May. So great to see that he was going to be going to Doha, I guess, in a couple of weeks' time. Of course, we're still going to wait and see what happens. You know, he might do some light training, realize it's not great, but it's a good sign that he is, or the doctors have said, yeah, you can play in a couple of weeks. Start training over the next couple of days and we'll see how we go. But let me know in the comments below. Do you think we'll see Djokovic in Doha? Do you think he'll make the trip? Or do you think he'll still take the extra time off to maybe get 100% back? Because, you know, there's no point in rushing to play an ATP 500 event when you don't really need to play a small tournament like that when, you know, you've got big tournaments coming up over the clay court season. Of course, Indian Wells, Miami. That would be more of a priority, you would think, because they're kind of like mini Grand Slams, aren't they? So there it is. Novak Djokovic, some really positive news, possibly going to be coming back in Doha in a couple weeks.